right, Melon's mind. So I am a bit late on this topic, but you know what? It's going to be relevant 4 years from now, so let's just discuss it anyway, shall we? This article was written on February 4th, and it is titled The Secret History of the Shadow Campaign That Saved the 2020 Election. I think there's a few different ways that you can look at this article here. If you're a Trump supporter, you're going to look at it from the perspective of, oh my God, the Democrats are a bunch of cheating scumbags. If you're a Biden supporter or a Democrat, you're going to look at it from the perspective of, I guess, how the article is written, and that Trump was evil and the ends justify the means. If you're like me and you dislike Trump and Biden equally, you just see a lot of corruption, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, in my last video, I described or gave the definition of a conspiracy being an agreement between two or more persons to commit a crime or accomplish a legal purpose through illegal action, or at least immoral action. So right off the bat, it's weird to me that the whole article is just like bashing Trump for telling lies and conspiracy theories, as if conspiracy is synonymous with lie. But the very title of the article is The Secret History of the Shadow Campaign That Saved the 2020 Election. A shadow campaign, meaning that, in their words, there was a conspiracy unfolding behind the scenes, one that both curtailed the protests and coordinated the resistance from CEOs. So again, you're using conspiracy as a synonym for lie, but your whole article is describing a conspiracy. There's a link down in the description so you can read all of this yourself. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it is a pretty lengthy article, but I mean, just wording like this. This is the inside story of the conspiracy to save the 2020 election, based on an access to the group's inner workings, never before seen documents, and interviews with dozens of those involved from across the political spectrum. And then this blatant part right here that's just hilarious to me. That's why the participants want the secret history of the 2020 election told, even though it sounds like a paranoid fever dream. A well-funded cabal of powerful people ranging across industries and ideologies, working together behind the scenes to influence perceptions, change rules and laws, steer media coverage, and control the flow of information. They were not rigging the election, they were fortifying it. Semantics, I tell you. So yeah, if you take the time to read the article is basically just the ends justify the means. So it's yes, Trump was cheating and he was, putting out misinformation and all this. And because of that, we had to cheat ourselves. And so in the end, it's okay that we cheated because that cheat got us the victory and saved democracy. But I do have to say, I don't consider fortifying elections from either side to be saving democracy. But for me, the ends don't justify the means. I think the means of getting to the ends are just as important. And I'll be honest, I am kind of shocked that they admit to having meetings and dinners with Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg. Again, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, so I'm looking at this from a more neutral perspective, I guess. So to me, any side, it doesn't matter if it was Trump or Biden or who, if you have the CEO of one of the largest social media platforms, social media being super important in how we share information in modern day times, you have the CEO of one of the largest social media platforms giving $300 million to one side of the campaign while simultaneously restricting misinformation, i.e., the narrative of the other side that he's not donating to. I mean, surely from an objective perspective, you see how this is unfair. This isn't saving democracy. This is just ensuring that your side of democracy is the one in power. You can't have the CEO of the largest fucking social media platform censoring information and donating to the campaign. What's a trip to me too here is at the very end it says, the Democracy Defense Coalition has been disbanded, though the fight back table lives on. So wait a minute. You guys don't think that democracy might need defending in 2024? We're gonna have another election, and it's gonna be the same shit. Hopefully not, I guess, but I don't know. I just feel like democracy is something that's going to need perpetual defending. So it seems strange that now that the bad orange man is gone. Now we can disband it because democracy is safe now with Biden in office. So again, the link is down in the description below if you want to read the whole article. To me, this is just a shining example of how corrupt politics is in the United States. It's pathetic. So as usual, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you really like it, please subscribe. And if you really, really like it, go ahead and hit the notification bell. I'll see you next time. Trump is spreading lies and misinformation that we're going to cheat. So we're going to cheat to make sure that he doesn't win. The Democrats are going to cheat. Crooked Hillary